Welcome back, 6th graders. It is Friday. Yay! So hopefully you guys have been thinking about your topics, and today you're ready to put that information down on the topic you've researched. We're going to have to find at least 2 pieces of evidence from at least 2 different sources. So you're going to put them here and here. You're going to have to tell me what source you got it from, the title, maybe a link, the author, and when it was published. So I'm going to go ahead and give you an example for the book Hatchet and a news article that I found. So let's get started. The source, the first one, this is a book. You're just going to write book. Might have a DVD, might have an article, whatever it is, just simply what is it. Then we're going to need the title. This one is Hatchet. Then we're going to need a web page title, an address, or a link. So when you find a book, the very first few pages are typically blank, have a title. Then you get a page that looks like this. This page that has the copyright information will tell you where this book came from. And right here it says Broadway, New York, New York, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and write the address. Broadway, New York. You guys have ever been to New York? You all know how amazing it is. If you haven't, oh my God, shopping is amazing. Now let's not get off task here. Who is the author? Gary Paulsen. Gary Paulsen. The name Gary reminds me of SpongeBob. I don't know if that is for you too. Date published. We're going to go back to that same page. And actually right underneath it, text copyright 1987. 1987. Now, you want to write what information you received from the above source. So basically, anything you use from the text as evidence, whether you paraphrase or take it word for word, you're going to copy it and put it in quotes here. So let's say I take the brush made a fair wall. That's not specific, but let's just say that's the evidence that I needed to prove whatever it is I'm writing about. So word for word, put quotes around it. You want to take a couple of pieces of information because once you get to writing, you want to already have that stuff prepared for you. That way you can pick and choose and you get a variety for yourself. We're going to leave my bib blank. We're going to work on that next class period. Now let's move on to the next one. This one, I have picked a news article. So I'm going to switch tabs. This article I picked is Kosovo Battle of. So our title is Kosovo Battle of. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to switch tabs again. I'm going to put the title of the article here. Whoa, I didn't know that would be that. I'm going to type it myself. Source, this is an article. Web page, address, or link. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to copy the link and paste it here. The author. Now this gets kind of tricky. So I'm going to go back so you can see what it looks like. Sometimes there isn't an author. So if there isn't an author anywhere to be found, and you even try to see what citing the article looks like, then the author would be simply what this news source is called. And this is called World Book Student. So we're going to go back. I'm going to switch my tab yet again. And it is called News World Student. I lied. That was called World Book Student. World Book Student. So then we need when was this published. I'm going to go back. So some of these things are really tricky to find. And if you do not find them, that's okay. It's okay if you have a box left open. So specifically, this doesn't tell us when it was written. It tells us when the war happened. But if you click on how to cite this information, it'll tell you when this article came about. So it says 2020. So it's fairly new. Some news sources say April. We could write April 2020. That's fine. It's okay if all this stuff isn't accurate to a specific T. So I'm gonna write April 2020. And then here, same thing. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna find some information. I'm gonna copy and paste it. Copy, bring quotes, paste my information, and there you have it. So your goal for today is really simple. You're just gonna find two sources. You're gonna fill out all the information for those sources, and then you're gonna take the information you find and put it in those areas. And that will be your evidence that you will use to write your informational essay. All right, if you have any questions, please tune into my conferences. They are at 12 still every day. See you soon. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.